Hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you all for joining. Hope I'm visible and audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys. Today. So we will always start with what has happened in the market, and then each and everyone will go with their news that whatever news they have written in the morning newsletters, and we will then proceed like this. So those who have written the newsletters need to raise their hands. Those who want to speak, so I will give chance one by one, depending on whatever news you have written. First of all, if anyone is there who can start with what happened in the market today, which stocks were up, which stocks were down, specifically stocks like which are the portfolio stocks plus the stock which I have given you, the 15-20 stocks, and what has happened to the entire sector indices. So I had created this investing.com on investing.com. I've created this watch list. So today what I found is that Nifty IT was up 3.8%. Nifty Bank was up around 1.72%. Tourism index was up 2.45%. Nifty totally was up 1.6%. That was a good movement today for Nifty. Whereas FMCG, Nifty FMCG was also up. So, so, so Nifty FMCG was also up. And okay, Nifty Pharma, Nifty Realty were the stocks the indices which has not performed. Now I need the reasons what happened today. Because majorly the Nifty was up due to gains in the IT technology. Now you have to go and research on it that why was the Nifty IT up today? Was it a specific reason that the IT sector was up? It was just a global news that because of the disruption in IT, the AI disruption which has led to the IT sector down almost 17%. 30% for the last, I think, last 6 months now. It is up 17% from yesterday. Today, again, 3% to 20%, the IT sector is up. हाँ, अभी ये newspaper में था. It was there in today's newspaper in Business Standard. Okay. You also need to have this kind of overall knowledge of the market that what is actually performing in this sectors. FMCG, now what perform in FMCG? So indices, we have FMCG indices over here. Let's see what was up in FMCG. Thematic, okay. FMCG. Anyone has made the market tracker, which I had asked to make? Anyone who has made? Okay, Rashi, if you have made, can you give me what has changed? Can you tell me what things have changed? Why I need the market tracker? Because every time I cannot do this, it takes a lot of time to find each data. So Prachi, okay, you have made Prachi. Can you speak up? What was up and what was down? Jubilant Foodwork was up 7.4%. BLS, I don't know what was this. Indigo was up 4%. Ashok Leyland was up, okay. So auto, I missed. Okay, Nifty auto is also there, was 1.4%. Okay, why was up Ashok Leyland? Why was Ashok Leyland up? Prachi? Others, why there is no market tracker being made? Others. Speak up, guys. This call is all about speaking up. It is not only about remaining silent. And from tomorrow onwards, I want everyone to open their cameras and we will have a live interaction as if we are talking, as if as a manager, I am telling you what are the things you have done. I need to see. तुमने आज पूरे दिन में क्या क्या किया? So says I will make it today. Last warning for everyone. If you are not making the market tracker, you are of no use to me. तुमको अगर मार्केट में पता ही नहीं क्या चल रहा है, then it is no point. Auto was up because of healthy volume trend. Okay, speak up, na. Speak up. जो भी लिखा है, why are you typing? Just speak up. Just speak up. You can unmute yourselves, na.
Hello, sir.
No. Yeah, Jay.
So actually, I have not met it, but we just need that. Can you guide us? How can we make market tracker?
Video, I had given you the video, no? It was there um, in the file, EM21 file, market tracker. It is also, the video is also there in the group description. No, I had told in the class yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll be making it today, sir, and we'll be sharing it tomorrow to you.
Ashok Leyland was up 5%. Eicher Motors and what was up? Okay, it was down. Maruti, okay, Maruti was flat. Yeah, anyone want to speak? Anyone want to pick up? So, no one?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
So I have prepared the market tracker, and if I
Yeah.
quickly cover the points, so Nifty 50 was up 1.6% because of drop in crude oil prices by 6%, and on the hopes of West Asia war coming to an end. Nifty tourism was up 2.86% because of drop in crude oil prices. The ETF prices have also fallen, and the airport traffic number has also come in at a very good level. Coming to autos, because of the strong monthly sales volume, the whole sector was up, the entire sector was up. Specifically, Ashok Leyland was up 30 because of 30% volume growth to 19.59k units. And coming to tourism, in tourism, Lemon Tree was up 4.35% because of double-digit RevPAR growth and higher occupancies. IRCTC was up because of their business update that regarding that daily ticket volume growth. And one of the sector in FMCG, you have told us to track a couple of companies. So in that, Zydus was down because results are expected tomorrow, and the street is not expecting good set of numbers.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. And why was Ashok Leyland up 5%? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Yeah, so the volume surged 30% to 19.59k unit.
Okay,
So
30%. Okay. And what
yes,
are the
yes.
reasons for that?
I have to check that.
Acha, so
I just
we can just Google.
yeah, I just googled and checked what was the volume number and why the stock was up.
Increase domestic totaling to thanks to the see now usually you get it over here. Just you usually you get it whenever there is a big movement like 7-8%. There is always some kind of news in that specific stock. Ashok Leyland on when reported into the what was the reason? Okay, there was no such reason as such. Okay, we can just find the reasons later on to do much googling and
Sorry,
all. Why was exactly it was up? Yeah.
Understood.
sir, I do have one question that
Mhm.
I have preparing my industry report for automobile, but
Mhm.
as I have seen there is changes in the numbers year on year or in monthly basis. But when I have go to ChatGPT or the Google and ask why these number are grew, generally they have
Mhm.
given the same reason which they have given
Mhm.
in the earlier month. So
Okay,
that
so
will be
as
put or
of
not.
now, no. Uh, you need to know exactly what has happened. अभी जब तक रिजल्ट नहीं पता है तो it's fine. स्पेसिफिकली कोई रीजन नहीं मिला है. ठीक है.
एक्चुअली लाइक जैसे इंडस्ट्री ग्रो हुई है, एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट जैसे ग्रो हुआ है, तो आई हैव आस्क्ड व्हाई द एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट is grew. Then the chat
Hmm.
gpt is given the same answer like earlier, that middle east and southeast
See,
asia and
Harsh,
ASEAN region.
if you read today's newspaper, it was there in today's newspaper in Maruti. Why had the exports been up?
Yes sir,
Was there
only,
today?
but it is given for only particular for maruti. But I have, when I have
How much percent?
going
So how much percent exports contribute to the Maruti? Total, how much export? How much percent is the contributes? Overall export in the overall export, how much percent is contributed by Maruti?
in the pv sector segment, overall the comparison to the
Total export,
uh,
overall exports. 55%. Yeah. Why you have not written? It is 55, it is written over here. And 55%, why it has increased, that is also written over here. Why did it increase? So obviously, Harsh, so you have to be smart enough to understand that the export reasons of Maruti will be the export reason for the entire industry. Right? Approximate. There was some written over here. Where was that?
But sir, the thing is that these are the number it is given in the newspaper. It is in the rupee wise, but in the volume wise, Maruti doesn't have that much share of it. As we consider volume wise, it is maybe TVS or the Bajaj is the market leader.
That is in two-wheelers, no?
No, so that is why now I am asking, because firstly we have to write na ki why export market as an industry
Haan.
grew. I get
So
the
at
point
least,
that we
yeah,
will
okay,
get
haan.
from particular passenger vehicle, we will get from the this
Hmm.
news. But overall
Haan.
industry,
So what happens? You have to find for the companies. What is the reasons for companies? Specifically, what is the reason for TVS exports to increase? What are the reasons for Hero to increase? So obviously that will be, Hero obviously do not export much. So we know Hero and Bajaj exports the highest. So you will get the
yes.
reasons from those companies. Okay. So why was
Hmm.
TVS exports up? Why was Bajaj export up? You will not get directly. So you have to be smart enough to understand that this might be the reason to increase in the export. Okay. When you find such kind of quick informations.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
That
searched
is
for
why we
that. I
had done.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it, but
Yeah,
it
Mali.
can be repetitive, na sir, when we going forward toward the last, when we describe the company and why they are growing. So it is going to be repeat. That is why I'm asking.
Did it was reported?
Sir,
It was
everyone
repeated
there will
again?
won't be any specific news. Na? The reason will I think remain
Huh. Remain
same.
same. Huh. But I am not
Everyone
sure that it will be the
there won't
same
be
for
any
last month.
specific news.
Huh. It can also happen that not specific. But
Yeah,
here it was even specific companies were given. So that is why, Harsh,
in
Chat GPT is not to be used every time. I mean, they will not give you specific reasons. Every time it will give the same reason that why it was up last year.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So just find on the company's website that what are they trying to say.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Always, what are they? Sales operation in Equator. So the company has strengthened its global presence by officially starting sales operation in Equator, Germany. So this were not there in the last last month. The problem with ChatGPT is this, that it do not give you, it is not reliable. You can do a research which is, let's say, past research, but the current research, it is not that capable of doing it. Or else you need to ask that specific questions to ChatGPT, why it was up, why it was up. So just try Harsh doing it for company wise and then mix up the reasons and give. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is how we used to do it. So we never, obviously, when I was an analyst, there was no ChatGPT was not there. But that is why the people do not rely on ChatGPT. There are various things which have changed this month.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. And you will get it. You will get it over here. Or you will, guys, even in this, you usually get it when you talk about the stocks. Say Hero, TVS. Here also in the TVS part, you usually get that. If possible, sometimes that recent news, any news, don't slides, no transcripts. Usually also find news over here. There are various ways you find news. So that is what is called research. Okay, Harsh. If that research is you are doing, that is why I value you, or that is why people value you. That he is not using chat. But now, if it was ChatGPT, then I would have not taken this call. Example. Now today I'm taking this call to see that since I have missed so many data points, I required my team to tell me what has happened in the market. Okay, why it was up, why it was down. Let's say Ashok Leyland. I was not knowing why Ashok Leyland was up. Ashok Leyland was up because the volume increased 30%. Okay, now the purpose is you have to find why it was increased. Possibly you might not get today, but it will come tomorrow in the newspaper, the day after tomorrow. So you have to think from when we are reading newspapers, if anything comes of Ashok Leyland or the commercial vehicles, you need to talk on it. Asha, today, Mox, if I tell you now, today the MH medium and heavy medium and heavy industry, heavy vehicles industry has said that they will increase the import duty on products which are sold, which are importing from China. So वो भी एक news था आज. That was one news which I read somewhere. I'm not sure where did I read this newspaper I read.
Understood, sir. I
Well,
will.
okay.
This newspaper
Yeah.
only, yes. It's on the next
Sorry?
page, I guess. It's on the
Sorry,
next
what?
no.
It is the next page.
Yeah,
It was
news
there
which you're talking
somewhere.
about, it's on the next page, yes. It's on the next page, yeah.
Acha, fine. It was there somewhere. I didn't get. I was reading the paper. Okay, fine. Acha. Now, please, guys, raise your hands. We will talk. Acha. Before that, market tracker.
Sir,
Who
I
are
have one
not taking the
question.
market tracker? Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, if I see Nifty today, Nifty have performed. Means I am seeing on chart right now. During the whole day, Nifty was sideways, and today was there. I think there was something session changes, CES system from that they were calculating the closing price. I don't know
Right.
what happened. That last candle is of 200 points. Means the whole day it was sideways, and last average price is coming around. Nifty went up by 200 points. So
Okay.
the stocks will be
Okay.
also affecting like that, na?
Something might have come also. It also happens that something might have come in the last hour. It happens, or maybe the buying was heavy, or it was just a normal buying. See, 200 points is not a big number for Nifty now. 200 points is what?
Yeah, but
Hardly
there was
one
some
point one.
CES. Today's closing price was changed
Hmm.
because the
Change,
market sessions were extended.
Just extended, yes. It was not extended. So to what happened that FNO stopped at 315. It will stop from 315, and there will be a auction which will be running to 345. So FNO trading will start at 315, and your cash trading will stop at 330 as usual. It might be price mismatch as well. So it was the first day, so possibly this can also be the reason for that. Okay. Okay, so if we have specific news, then it's fine, or else we cannot. So we have to always think from a fundamental point of view, Manan, not from a technical point of view. Okay.
I was just having question on what basis the closing is happening, because today was the
so
first day of
you
that.
cannot judge na, pata nahi how this happens. Anything happens in the market, Sometimes it also falls like 200 points. The entire day the market was up, and suddenly the market falls at the end. It is just buying and selling pressure. So it is fine. Okay. Now, please guys raise your hands so I know that who all are speaking, and possibly please keep your videos on. So I need to see you, because now everything will be judged like to how you speak, how you see in the video. So not today. It's fine if you are not comfortable, but those who are comfortable can open their video. We can have a live chat, because I need that kind of confidence from you, that whenever you talk with me, you should talk to me like a fund manager and not like a tutor anymore. Because now I will start giving you feedbacks, and it can be harsh feedbacks at times, and that's totally fine. And it is where we want to improve ourselves. Okay. Just a minute, guys. I will just bring my newspaper. It's just a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Only two guys. Others don't want to present their news. Then why are you in the call? Or I will assume that you guys have not done anything for the entire day. This is what I will assume. Why no one is speaking? Yes, please raise your hands. I have your news with me. Okay. Ritesh, you will start with who raised the hands first. Okay, Akshay. Oh, how did it? Sorry, Ritesh raised the hands first. Ritesh, yes. You need to speak on. So you are using Financial Express. No? One second. Let me
Yes.
open the Financial Express. One second. Let me open the Financial Express. Oh, I missed the Financial Express today. Okay, will you start with the news still, Ritesh? I have opened the.
Yes, sir, for sure. Sir, I have shared three news with you. So should I say one by one or should I just say one, only one of them?
Okay, it's just one of them. So I would like the auto news, 7-seater EV one.
Okay.
Okay.
So according to the Financial Express news, which I have read in the today's paper, sale of 6 to 7 seaters EV surged by 17,492 units from January to May. According to Jato Dynamics, the sale of three-row battery EV surges from 190 units in FY24 and 5,783 units in FY25 to 17,494 units from January to May in 2016. The segment is one of the fastest growing segment in the passenger vehicle industry. The segment shares the India's electric passenger vehicle has risen from 2.8% in FY25 to 14.9% in FY26. While the share of five-seater EV has declined from 82.1% to 82.1% from 92.7%. This segment is highly dominated by Mahindra with their XCV 9S model at 14, in which they have sold 14,000, approx 14,000 units in this 5 months, followed by Kia and then BYD. The data also points that there is a rapid premiumization towards the vehicle, which are priced between 2.5 millions to 3 millions, which makes about 53% of the segment sales. Tata Motor, MG Motors India, and the Maruti Suzuki are also preparing to launch new three-row EVs in this segment. You have given us the list of shares, sir, out of which I have seen that Mahindra, whose market cap is 4070 billion, and their current market price, like the previous day market closing, was 3,393.
Okay. Acha, now over here, a good one, Ritesh, sorry. Now, see, when you were presenting the data points over here, I was focusing on the data points. I was not listening to your news. I was doing something, but my focus was what data points are you speaking? Now, when you said it increased, you have written it, sale of 6 and 7-seater EV surged by 17,000 from January to May. So January to May, it is how many months? 5 months.
5
Okay.
months, sir.
So May, why it is of the May? Why the data is of May? Because we are already in. Where it is written, 17,000 sold this year. 17,000 accounted for 17,000 of the this year. No? So May कैसे आया? I am not getting till
Sir,
this year. How was it?
sir, it has climbed to 14.9% during January to May.
May. Okay. To May 21st. Okay. 14.9%. So the heading that you have written is sale of 6 and 7-seater surged by 17,492. So why it is like that? See, the momentum has accelerated with 17,000 units sold from May, nearly 3 times the sales of the previous year. So how much percent is this? 300%? Or you can take 3x. We don't say 300%, we say 3x. So you should have started with the highlights that the sales of the 6 and 7-seater EVs have increased 3x from Jan to May period this year, which is approximate 17,500 units. This is how you speak. Because while presenting it, you don't have to present the exact data points. Because it becomes difficult for me to recollect that what was the data. Okay. Again, so electric vehicle, passenger vehicle market share climbed from 14.9%, sorry, from 2.8% to 14.9%. No. Change, difference. almost 12.1%. But now 12.1%, we said it is in, we should talk in basis points. So it actually increased 12,000 basis points. So that's a big number that I should catch it. Because when you said 14.9 to 14, I didn't remember, I didn't recollect it. What was that number? Because that big number, I will always recollect it. Okay, that it has increased that 12,000 basis point, the numbers have increased. And I told you yesterday in the class that how to present that. Okay, this.
Noted, sir.
Okay, so these were the two things that I wanted. So now, if I want to summarize this, now see your news should look like a conversation rather than a presentation. It should not look like you are presenting something. It should look like a conversation. So if I want to again sum up this, what happened? So the electric two-wheeler segment, so the electric 6-seater and 7-seater segment the sales have increased almost three times from January to May. Okay. So now the reasons. Ye kyun hua? Why did it happen? Is there any reason for it? Sorry.
Just a thought, sir. It's not what I have read or anything like that in this article. I think people are moving more towards the family-friendly cars than normal cars, and because of the major EV adoption, it was easy for them to do that.
Fine. So that's if even if it's not there in the report, you should have your own analysis that why it will be up. Okay, or Google it. Okay, if it's not there in the news article. If it's not there, it's totally fine, but you have to at least make an attempt to find it that why it was up. Okay, why people are preferring those vehicles. Okay. So when you say that, because as people are moving towards more family-oriented car, people want a more 7-seater, 6-seater, and 7-seater car for their family. Okay, in that now, which are the cars? You said that it was dominated by.
It was dominated by
was
sir Mahindra XCV9, then Kia Carens, and BYD E-Max 7.
Okay, so you would have written that directly. So it was dominated by XCV 700 with 14,000 with approximate 14,000 units. The next to it was directly Kia with 17,000 with 1,702 units. There was nothing in between the two vehicles. So what happens now here? You have given me some fillers to talk about. Because just data point is okay, but you are presenting me something. There was nothing in between those two. So directly after around 14,000, there was the units are directly at 1,700. So what happens? The others listening to it also recollect. There is so only 9S is selling. There is no other 7-seater car which is been sold with that unit. Then it was Kia. Then it was BYD was also there, flipped to 700 units. VinFast, Green Fleet Limo has also sold 1,000. So this why it is not written in your news article. Kia BYD. Why it is? ये क्यों मिस किया VinFast का? Miss हुआ ना
I'll
ये?
cover that in the next time, sir.
Yeah. And the segment share of electric vehicles has rise from me. As I said, when this will come, this will come later on. Why? Because your news was related to 6 and 7-seater cars being increased. Correct? Sales of. So question comes, which cars were sold? Okay, Mahindra was sold. Mahindra had the highest growth. Okay. And then it comes that the market share of this vehicle have increased. It will come at the third point. Okay. Even now, so dynamics include the upcoming Safari. So what is happening next? There is an upcoming Safari, which will be a key product for Tata Motors, which demands larger towards electric SUVs. Okay, which company pricing strong rates. That is fine. Here also now EV 6 and 7-seater. Search from just now. So here the reasons are also, you can also write this now. 190 units to 5,000 units. ये तुम लिखा भी? हाँ लिखा है. Fine. Now this according to Jato, the sale of three-wheeler. No, you don't have to write all those things. You should be specific. So what happens? Whatever news that you have written, it will be more. It will be less talking point. Because the more you write, you try to present it more unnecessarily. According to NATO, why you have to talk about it? Jato, sorry. This is the president. You have to talk all this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Very good. So you have to keep the starting point, the heading, which is important, that you have written it perfectly. That so 6 and 7, that is what you want to speak up today. That 6 and 7 seaters cars where the sales have increased 3x. Now why? Now why it happened? You have to give the reasons. And in that, what we also have some data points that it is about as you mentioned, it is because the people are preferring more family oriented car. And in that, Mahindra is the market leader. Tata Motors is also coming up with a new EV, that's Tata Safari, with a competitive pricing range. And then the last two sum up, because this electric market share has nothing to do with their heading. Correct? Even Maruti was there. Sorry, Safari EV. Maruti does launch for 3 launches. So Maruti is also launching 3 products. Tata is launching 1 product. MG is launching 1 product. This all can be written at the in the between of the paragraphs. So first line about the 7-seaters, second line about the new product launches, and third about the you end up with the EV paint and also increase, because this is an industry-wide data. This is not a product-wise data. Right? Good one. Okay, but now these are the few adjustments that we need to do. Okay. Yeah, Selvan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, like I have written 2 news articles. One is regarding Mahindra's electric SUV business turns
Selvan, hello,
profitable.
hello, hello. Yeah,
Hello.
Aniket Verma this side. Selvan, can you give me 1 minute?
Sure.
Sir, Rishabh sir, I just want to make a point here. You said it would have been great if he pointed out the 12% change by 12,000 basis points, right?
Hmm.
So, but what I feel कि Ashwath Damodaran sir has again blamed us equity researchers कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा positively दिखा देते हो for the sake of generating revenue through it. So, is there any like for or pros and cons to it, or what are we doing like to provide the justice to it? Like कि हम लोग raw
No,
data को
so
थोड़ा सा boost करके नहीं, but fair point पे दिखाएं.
wrong. It is not wrong data. Data तो right ही है ना?
नहीं नहीं वो सही है, डेटा राइट है, बट थोड़ा सा एक सर
हाँ.
जैसे आपने बोला कि वो हाईलाइट हो जाता है.
हाँ. Achha, now, on what basis Ashwath Damodaran sir is saying is that sometime what happens, there is a small base. Now, when it jumps 3x, okay, and 3x, it is hardly anything, because hardly 190 units say 5,000 हुआ है, correct? And 5,000 say there is 17,000. What are the total cars sold? So, sir, it is just 14% of the entire industry. The electric passenger vehicle is 14, उसमें से भी ये कम होगा. So, that is what is highlighting. Majority of the time it comes that, export increase 100%. Heroes export increase 100. Sorry, Tata Motors export increase 100% last month. Why? Because they only sell 300 products. Now they have sold 600 products. So it doesn't hardly 600. It is like only 1% of the entire export market. That is what he's pointing out.
Okay, sir.
Got it. Correct. So that exaggerated numbers that is pointing out, because you are not talking from the point of view. Let's say मैं बोलता हूँ, see, Aniket, I'll tell you, my salary is 50 lakhs. Okay. Your salary is 5 lakhs. You got a 30%, you got a, let's say your salary became 5 to 10. And it says that, so you will say, sir, my salary increase was 100% this year. That's a big jump that I've got this year.
Right.
And my 50, do you think 50 lakh will become 1 crore? My salary will increase by 5 lakh, by 10%. I will say my salary only increased 5%. Now, who has the better option? Whose salary actually increased in absolute terms?
Yours only.
Yeah. Though the percentage looks 10%, but if you exaggerate saying that Ankit, so you will say that the people looking at it will say that Ankit have grown higher than Rishabh sir. So it is not possible, because they are exaggerating your number. That is like 100% growth. And Rishabh sir is not performing in his entire, in that year. Rishabh sir hasn't performed. His salary has only increased 10%. So that is where he says that this is exaggerated numbers, unnecessary. You put.
So basically, what you are saying, from what I get it is, investors should be aware enough कि वो क्या read कर रहे हैं उसके पहले prior
Yes.
and preceding that, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So here, yes. So here, Ritesh should have said that, sir, it has, though it is on the small base, though it looks, the number looks bigger, but it is on the small base.
ग्रोथ कौन से बेस से आ रहा है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है.
हाँ.
Got
If
it.
base is small है ना, तो वो बहुत दिखेगा. If the base is small, it will look a big number. Though in finance we talk in percentage, we don't talk in
में भी आ
numbers.
सकता है क्या बेस? मतलब कमर्शियल
Sorry?
व्हीकल जैसे हम देखते हैं कि कमर्शियल व्हीकल्स यूनिट्स दे सोल्ड लेस यूनिट्स बट दैट टिकट साइज इज मोर एज compared to two wheeler or four wheeler.
करेक्ट। नहीं कंपनी कमर्शियल व्हीकल का तो हाई नहीं है, टू व्हीलर्स एंड थ्री व्हीलर्स का इट्स वेरी स्मॉल बेस, तो थ्री
Two
व्हीलर
wheeler
विल
and four wheeler
ऑलवेज
sorry
फाइंड
passenger
100%।
vehicle. Yeah.
हाँ, तो बेस
तो
इज स्मॉल
अगर
ना फॉर टू
कमर्शियल
व्हीलर।
में मेरा एक भी बिकता है तो वहां पे देयर टिकट साइज इज मोर
हाँ,
देन माय टू व्हीलर.
करेक्ट करेक्ट। No, not even the ticket size, the volumes. Forget about the ticket size.
या volume.
Because now we talk about in volumes. Okay. Now, because see, now you will say, sir, Mercedes volumes increased by 5% and Maruti's volume increased by 50%. Okay, but volume increase of Mercedes is a bigger number than Maruti's 50% increase. Because those cars is like more than 1 crore cars. To understand those things. Okay.
Yeah, Selvan, you
So
can
it is
take.
not comparable only. So it is not comparable only. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Levin.
So like I have two news articles. So one is regarding Mahindra's
Sorry,
electric
sir.
SUV.
Am I audible?
Oh, yeah, sir. Sir, will you guys Levin start? Have anything else?
Hello.
Saurabh, let Sleven start.
Hello.
Yes, Sleven, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Like Mahindra's electric SUV business delivered a strong results in Q1 FY27 comparing with its previous quarter, reporting a profit before interest and tax of 2.88 billion. Revenue from e-SUVs business increased 77% year-on-year to $54.3 billion, driven by higher sales volume and government incentives. The company's profitability has improved with the PBIT margin expanding from negative 3.3% to 5.3% year-on-year. And EBITDA margin also have been improved from 3.6% to 11.3% in Q1 FY26. A key growth driver has been the successful launch of the XEV9S, whose deliveries began from January 2026. This model emerged as the India's highest-selling electrical vehicle in wholesale volumes during the quarter, and helping Mahindra to broaden its customer base among EV adopters. The company has sold over 77,000 units, and its EV accounts for 12% of its SUV sales, which means if Mahindra is selling 100 cars, then 12 cars is considered to be an EV sales, and it is better compared to industry standards, where industry standards stand at 9%, and Mahindra's share is considered to be at 12%.
So Sleven, you need to end it in a proper way.
Sure.
So how will you end it? Okay, now let me ask you a few questions. Sleven, what was this news about?
Sir, this
One
was
line. One
regarding.
line. Give answers in one line. Now you have to answer only in one line. Okay.
Yes,
What was the
this
news
was
about?
regarding Mahindra's new product launch of XEV9S SUV. Sir.
Achha, what happened in that?
Sir, there was a strong market demand from wholesalers, that means dealers, and Mahindra have sold around 77,000 units, and this has turned their business into profitable,
No.
sir, comparing it.
77,000 units of how much more? How much percentage increase?
So like
Has they given about the volumes?
no, sir, it is mentioned
77%. It was 77% increase, right? So it was, they have talked about the revenue. Like they have not talked about the units. They have talked about the, correct, no? They have talked about revenue.
So no, sir, they have talked about the 77,000 electric SUV units from January. Sir. So this news is from Business Standards.
I have the company sold 77,000 units and its EV accounts for
77,000 since launch, sir. Since launch.
since launch. Since launch.
Yes.
So you have to talk. Okay, so you can talk about since launch because obviously I want the number at how much units cumulative. No, they have said cumulative. They have sold 77 units from launch, but interestingly, 9 years. Okay, fine. 77,000. They have said that they have launched since they have sold since launch. Now, apart from that, now third point. Anything else was written about the electric vehicles level?
No, sir. Other than that,
No, but they have given the revenue also increased 77% to 54.3 billion. This was
yes,
driven
sir.
by higher sales volumes and government incentives. Fine,
Yes, sir.
right now. And then why it has increased? Why did it increase? What led to the increase?
So one reason is customers nowadays preferring seven seaters than five seaters, and even Rishikesh mentioned about that where nowadays seven seaters volume is growing in the market.
No. See, now they have given about the XUV7. You have also written the key growth driver was successful launch of XUV7, XUV9S,
9S,
whose
yes.
delivery began January 2026. The model also emerges the highest selling electric vehicle for the company. Now, why it increased? Because people are preferring more family-oriented seven-seater, which was there in the your Financial Express. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now you don't have to write helping M&M broader bust customer base among EV adapters. Okay, no. So you see how I have gone through. PPT and PAT will come later on because now you will say that, sir, there has been a turnaround in the company's EV business, which has done a loss of how much it was 101 crores in FY26 Q1, which has narrowed to 34 crore in the following quarters. And now in Q4, the profit is around 245 crores. Correct?
Yes, sir. 288 crores.
Right now. 245 now. PBIT it says 285 crores, 245 crores. Right.
Yes, sir.
New funnel. If page was this 2. Number 2.
PBIT, sir, is 280 crores.
245 का number था. What was that number of 245? That's profit. Number of electric, इसका था Mahindra Electric automobile contract manufacturing income. Of which 288 crores, 271 crores came from the meal and 17 crores came from the contract. There's also given a data points.
Yes.
I was talking about this. The turnaround has been linear. PBIT in Q4 FY26. This before. This was the entire business. Okay, fine. So now you have to speak in this way, Level. One by one. What was the news about? The news was about EV market. Sorry, Mahindra's grew because of the increase in the EV sale. So what increase in EV? Mahindra's XUV was the XUV led the growth. XUV led the growth. Then okay, then they talk about now numbers. So you come from volumes, then you come to revenue. Okay.
Sure, sir.
So when the volume increased, revenue increased also 77% in that. And then when the revenue increased, the company was making losses. Now they are coming into profits.
Yes, sir.
And now what is the future? Is there any future leaking statement that they have said? This one also. Electric vehicle now, this was on the data point. Now 12% of the entire SUV's volume. Whereas the industry penetration is just at 5%. It was written somewhere.
Last paragraph.
Either industry or 9%. Right? This is one data point, which is not related to the EV business directly. It is a part of the EV business that you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
So your news should be related with the heading that you give.
Okay.
Because if you speak here and there, what happens? I forget the purpose of you telling me the news. So what was the purpose of you telling me the news? All right.
Yes.
Now you spoke fine, but it should be in a line. That should go one by one. I should relate your news.
Okay, sir.
And at the end, you will not then stop abruptly. Because you know now there's the entire news you have told. Now it is just about, sir, at the end, the electric contributes 12% of the Mahindra's volume, whereas the industry is contributing at 9%.
Okay, sir.
Okay. This is how you end it, or else it will always end abruptly.
Okay, sir.
Correct. Yeah, Mayank. Mayank Solanki.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Sir, I have covered the same
Good
news and
go ahead. Yeah.
okay. The news is from Business Standard, Mumbai edition, page number 4. Mahindra and Mahindra Electric SUVs operating profit surged 3 times year on year to 2.8 billion rupees in Q1 financial 27, which were negative a year ago. Hybrids
EV options and government incentives led this segment to bond. Revenue from
Let the segment to
electric
bond नहीं ऐसा नहीं बात करते मैं. Let the segment to grow. ठीक है.
Okay.
वो bond भी नहीं बात करते. Okay, we talk in analyst terms, financial terms only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine.
Revenue from electric SUV grew 77% year on year to 54 billion. PBIT margins expanded to 860 bips to 5.3%, which was a negative a year ago. Company faced lots of challenges as their operating losses margins were very volatile at previous year. Management said they were losing money because of depreciations on electric vehicles. This growth was mostly led by model XEV 9S 7-seater electric SUV, which was launched in November financial year 26. Management said it is the highest selling electric vehicle in country by wholesale volume despite being higher priced, which is 2.5 million, while average SUV price in mass market is starting from 1 million to 2.5 million. This makes Mahindra XEV comes in the premium electric vehicle SUV segment. My takeaway from this news is Mahindra is one step ahead from the competitors in EV segment as they are reaching a penetration of 12%, where industry's penetration is at 9% in Q1 financial year 27 by volumes.
Okay, fair enough. Fair.
Thank you, sir.
So, fine. So now you see Sleven, he started with the profitability of the company. You started with the revenue growth. So it's totally fine how you present your news. But
Yes.
when you present it, it should be in one after the other. When you say with EV, so I want you starting with sales. He started with profits.
Yes.
So Mayam, no need of starting with profit. You can say that you have written बराबर तो लिखा था, present क्यों अलग किया? E-SUVs at the Mahindra, the E-SUV segment turned profitable in this quarter, where the profit surged 385%. So, so now when it is from negative to positive, now you don't take the percentage. Okay.
Okay.
That is not a good way to say that this 3 times, because there is never -1, say minus +1. You cannot say it is 100% growth. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever the number is minus, you don't talk in then differences. To say then you have to talk in difference. So it had made a loss. Now it has reached a profit of 2 billion. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just remember this. Even that expanded in 860 basis point, it is not, because it was negative. So you cannot say that it had expanded. Negative say positive for you cannot count directly. Though you have maths is right, but financial development doesn't work like that.
Exaggerated.
It was -3. वो extra हो जाता है. So it was -3%. Now it has reached to 5.3%. Okay. बराबर तो लिखा था. Why you are, I think, profit.
Same present, yes, sir.
नहीं, heading नहीं present किया तुमने. Heading तो
नहीं, heading
ESUV
नहीं है.
segment, sir. Because what I will feel is when you say the news, na I should suddenly start being concentrating on you that what actually happened. You said that Mahindra has turned positive. Mahindra EV business have turned positive with a $2 billion profit, the 2 billion rupees profit. So I feel, okay, क्या हो गया Mahindra में? What happened? How did it turn positive? So now it is, how did it turn positive? Yes, the revenue grew 77%, and the major reason for it to become positive was its major car, Mahindra XUV 9S, which led to the growth in the volumes.
Yes.
And then it is the commodity, right? It was fine. The commodity costs had a lot of operating losses because of the depreciation and all. That's totally fine. So cost पे वो impact हुआ था. So जो तुम्हारे first and third paragraph should be first and second. The third paragraph should be about margins. Because वो cost की बात हुई. Your profit increased because your sales increase.
So
Sales increase substantially.
तो ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट्स वगैरह लास्ट में बात करते हैं हमेशा.
Yes. Because it is not a part of your first. The profit increased. Majorly why did profit increase? Because of sales. And sales की increase because of the sales of this, because of the volume increase of SUV 9S. And then you say that the company were facing a lot of losses because of this cost effect. Now the cost of depreciating. क्योंकि it has nothing to do with the sales. मतलब वो प्रॉफिट से कोई देना था ही नहीं. कुछ था क्या उसमें?
नहीं.
प्रॉफिट से देना था? नहीं था. So it would have been come at the last. Okay.
So I also have ethanol news. but it's
let
a
others speak.
political driven. Okay, okay.
Yeah, let's others speak. Let others speak.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Ritik.
Hi, sir. My news is on Mahindra EV,
Yes.
but you can avoid my newsletter which I sent you because that was wrong. The
That was
numbers are
wrong.
wrong. Numbers are wrong.
Correct. So why did you send me this numbers around it? What
I
are
checked
numbers क्या
like
wrong है?
only the revenue, the growth part. It's not 67%, it's 79%. And it's not 4%, it's 13%.
Okay, fine. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Mahindra EV business, which is showing strong growth with improving profitability. In June 26, Mahindra sold 7.2 thousand EVs, up by 79% year-on-year growth and 13% MOM growth. EV contribution to total SUV sales increased to 11.9% from 8.5% a year ago, showing rising customer acceptance. So growth was mainly driven by XCV 9S model, which uh, which recorded sales of 4,000 units in June 26, growing by 14% MOM, making it one of the key contributors to M&M EV volumes. Increase in sale is also improving profitability. EV business reported an EBITDA margin of 11.3% in quarter one, expanded by 770 basis points year on year, and EBIT increased 18% Q on Q, and margin expanded by 860 basis points year on year, showing that higher volumes and better product mix are helping the company in improving operating leverage. So overall, Mahindra sold over 7,000 EVs since launch, highlighting strong demand for its electric portfolio. With increasing EV penetration, premium product, and improving margin, EV business is moving towards sustainable profitability. Thanks.
Ritik, ठीक है बोला तो you have told it right. But it looks like you are reading something. It should look like a
Okay.
conversation. Na? आहिस्ते बोलो. Speak like you are speaking with a colleague. You are giving, let's say you met in a cafeteria and you're just saying that आज news में ऐसा आया. Or you're talking with your parents, you're talking with your friends. That this has happened. Rather than reading, try to speak without looking at the news. Okay. Try to speak without looking at the news because that is where it will help. But if you read the news, the problem, why you have to write newsletters just to get the data points, just to remember the data points. Now it feels like you are only reading the news. It is not feeling that we are having a conversation. अच्छा जी लोग हिंदी में बात करते रहते क्या हुआ है मार्केट में क्या हुआ महिंद्रा बस मुझे बताओ एक दो तीन सेंटेंस में मुझे बताओ क्या
EBITDA
हुआ
margin mainly the EBITDA margin increased by 770 basis points, and EBIT also increased by 860 basis points year on year. And if I talk about the XCV 9S model, the sales unit was around 4,000, and it grew by 14% MOM. And also M&M has sold around 77,000 EVs since launch. And for June 26 month,
एक सेकंड
it sold around
तुमने बोला
7,200
एक सेकंड
EVs.
तुम you 1 second Pratik. You said the profit increased. Okay. What is the reason of profit increase?
Yes.
What is the
It
reason of
was
profit
mainly
increase?
because of the it was mainly because of the higher volumes and the XCV 9S model, because that
No,
contributes around
it was
14.
1 second. There are two parts in it, Pratik. It was up because of higher volumes. In higher volumes, XCV 700 led the growth. दो पार्ट है ये. Higher volume है क्योंकि SUV grow हुआ ऐसा नहीं है. It was like higher volumes there, and in that higher volumes, SUV led the growth. XCV 9S led the growth.
Okay.
And you don't have to write why it matters, profitability, keep improving. This is all AI related answers that you have posted. You have to make a entire statement of it. पूरा statement लिखना है तुमको. Heading. I have told you many times, Ritik, it should not be EV demand continues to improve. Why it increased? Why did it increase? And see, Ritik, you had told me that sir, profitability has increased, but लिखते वक्त you have said the EV demand continues to improve. तो now तुम ही गलत बोल रहे हो, जो लिख रहे हो और बता रहे हो अलग अलग बता रहे हो. चालू तुमने बोला कि EV demand increase हुआ है, and अभी बोलते हो कि profitability increase हुआ है. तुमने क्वेश्चन कम करे, कहना क्या चाहते हो? What are you actually trying to say?
But sir, when EV business will increase, then only profitability will.
हाँ, तो वही ना, तुमने चालू किया profitability से.
No, I started with the EV demand.
No. तो when I asked you in हिंदी,
अच्छा, okay.
क्या हुआ है न्यूज में, तुमने बोला कि सर प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया. ये रीजन नहीं होता ना, प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया, ईवी डिमांड हो गया इसके लिए प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया. तो इट शुड नेवर बी लाइक प्रॉफिट हैव इंक्रीज्ड. अच्छा, ईवी डिमांड इंक्रीज क्यों? व्हाई डिड इट इंक्रीज?
And that was not mentioned.
It was there, no, it was there in financial newspaper, financial express, sorry, that because of the increase in 6 and 7 seater vehicles, जो था ना उसमें, was there,
I
was there in
mean,
the
I did
financial
not
express.
mention in the newsletter.
हाँ, that's what. So ये है, that is why we have to read 2-3 newspapers. क्यों हुआ? You will definitely get the reason. If it's not, then you have to find that reason why it is increased. EV demand increases not. If you don't get the reason, just tell me that sir, I didn't get the reason for that. Usually ऐसा नहीं होता. You have to find it. Because it was not directly written that, because we know that XEV 9S is a 7-seater car. And 7-seater, entirely the 7-seater industry has increased because of preference towards family vehicle. You see how things are related.
Yes.
So why we are discussing all this? So we know that 7-seater car, and we also have the number. ना number भी था ना उसमें 17,000 जो तुम्हारे इसमें नहीं था. 17,000 number भी था. How much vehicles were sold? You could have added that number over here. When it says 77,000 cumulative sold, we know 17,000 were sold this quarter from Jan. At least we have Jan to May. Latest number तो है. This is like cumulative number. And you said 67. तुमने growth लिया, वो कहाँ से मिला तुमको? Year on year growth.
Oh, I have the sales data I prepared.
अच्छा, okay, fine. हाँ, उसमें भी है नंबर. हाँ, if you have made the automobile report, you will get that data. Yes. Fine. ठीक है, याद रखो. This is how we speak. So when you read something or when you present something, it should be like you will remember this for the next, at least for the next 3 to 4 months till your interview is not scheduled. You have to write this news in such a way. Correct.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Try to speak without looking. Everyone, try to speak without looking and just keep it in front of you. Try to speak without looking at it. That is why I said I want your cameras to be seen. I want you to see how do you present it. Because reading, you will not get the option of reading it in the interviews. Let's say, what you read in the newspaper today? What was the news that you are reading it from last 1 month in RK Advisory? You cannot recollect the news, then you will not get a chance to read. That is why it should be by-hearted while speaking.
Sir, can I have 1 minute? Sir, basically when in the interview, when we present our news to the interviewer, so what counter question they will ask basically? If suppose that I presented the news of auto sector, like Mahindra and Mahindra.
You will not be asked to present about auto sector. Let's say you are tracking auto sector at RK Advisory, and from that, if you have chosen Mahindra as a investment thesis, okay. So you are speaking on that, and then you suddenly say, okay, sir, I'm tracking it. These are the data points which have come in the last 1 month in this company specific. That is how you speak on it. You will not get counter question. You will get counter question. Why did you choose Mahindra? So when you get a counter question, why did you? So these are the reasons that I have chosen Mahindra.
So they will ask, why not Maruti? Why not like Tata?
So that is why we are giving this reason, no? That the sales have increased. 6 and 7 seater.
So we have to have the knowledge of all the products like Maruti, all the companies. Then we will pitch only one company in the interview.
Yes.
Industry also, how it is performing or not.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is why this news helps you to get what is actually, because you know what happened. This news, can I say, Because see, Ankit, I'm also tracking as an auto analyst. I'm also tracking Mahindra from last 15 years. Now, do you know something else than me? Possibly not.
No, sir.
But can I say this data is same that you also know and I also know that it has just now it has come out. 17,000 units sold of XUV900. ये तो मुझे भी तो अभी पता चला ना, मुझे थोड़ी 15 दिन पहले से पता था. This is where you excel yourself in the interviews, where you and the analyst comes at the same level. Because if you start speaking from your level, you will be screwed up in the interview. कि तुम बोलोगे मुझे महिंद्रा आता है, I know, Mahindra is a good company. He will, then screw you up. He will, whenever you say one positive thing, he will say 10 negative things in the interview. तुम बोलोगे ये अच्छा है, वो और 10 पे बोलेंगे मुझे तो लगता है वो अच्छा है. ऐसा है. This is how the interview goes up.
Okay, sir.
You will get criticism in the interviews every time.
So how will in that time how will you counter like
That is why this news आता ना, इसके लिए तो भी न्यूज पढ़ते हैं कि हम
okay, we'll pitch that
महिंद्रा
number.
चूज ही क्यों किया तुमने. सर ये देखो न्यूज में इतना टाइम आ रहा है. It's coming in the news from so many days. And वो न्यूज याद रहने चाहिए कभी, वरना भूल जाओगे तो क्या फायदा फिर न्यूज का.
Okay, okay, sir.
That is why when we are reading it, so the Aj Mahindra hai, there is about Maruti as well, there is about Ashok Leyland as well, because Ashok Leyland was up 30%, which I was talking about commercial vehicle. Now it was written about Tata Motors also, that the Tata Motors also coming up with a Safari EV. Maruti is also coming with 3 models. Let's say if you're presenting Maruti. So Maruti, you know that there are 3 models that are being presented. And in that, the segment have increased almost 3x in the last 1 year. Now why it has hanged? So there was only one product, Mahindra XUV 9S. But obviously Maruti has a much bigger reach than Mahindra. तो ये भी न्यूज ऐड हो सकता है. It's not कि Mahindra का ही पॉजिटिव है. मैंने उसको अलग वे में बता दिया क्योंकि मैं वो कंपनी प्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ. Fine. With data point that Mahindra was selling 17,000, Maruti will have a scale up of 17,000 units. This is the market of that 6-seater, 7-seater vehicle. Yeah, Prachi.
Yes.
Yeah, Prachi, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, my newsletter today covers Maruti Suzuki at specific and the industry overview as a whole. So Maruti manufactured almost 249K units in July, which is the highest in its history. And this is significant because companies do not increase production unless they are confident that the demand will absorb those vehicles. And primarily, this demand was backed by Wagoner, Brezza, and Swift Desire. There was a strong order book, like there was an article where they mentioned that their inventory levels are much lower than the industry, and they also had almost 160K units of pending orders.
130K.
130K.
You have not written it in your newsletter.
Yeah. So I believe there was a strong demand for these cars, which will ultimately lead to the better
Prachi,
industry.
first is not your analysis. First is the newsletter. What has come in this news, and then you give your analysis.
Okay.
Okay. First you present me the news. That what was this news about? If I ask you, let's say I have not read this news. Prachi, what was this news about?
So it was basically about its highest ever production. It was 33% year-on-year growth in July.
Okay. Which was led by?
Maruti, Suzuki, Wagoner, and Brezza.
Okay. Then? Okay, you said Maruti reported the highest ever sales, correct?
Yeah.
Of 249,000 units.
Yeah.
But it was like quarterly was 6. Where you get that number? This is monthly or in July? Okay, in July.
Monthly, in July specifically.
In July. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to present it that 249,000 sales were in July.
July.
But it was how much percent it was up?
33% year-on-year.
33%. Okay, 33% year-on-year growth. Okay. Okay. Now what led the growth? So there are 2 parts. Like you have got domestic and exports.
Yeah.
domestic growth. Why did the domestic growth happen?
So India basically reported 15.4% year-on-year growth in the GST collections, which was almost 2.11 trillion. And strong macroeconomic indicators were also expected to support the discretionary spending.
No, Prachi, I'm asking what led the growth in Maruti? Domestic growth.
The strong demand.
Why? Why was there a strong demand?
Because I felt that there were the GST was supported and the repo rate cuts led to easier financing for car loans, which was cheaper for consumers to buy.
Correct. And in that also, sir, the smaller car segment surprisingly grew 34%, whereas the utility grew 44.6%.
Yes.
Correct. This is the one.
So
This is how
majorly
you
it was
present it.
basic, yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying something?
Yeah, it was majorly because of the repo rates being unchanged and the GST collections, like the GST benefit.
Yeah. So GST cut led to increase in small cars.
Yeah.
And SUV, the demand is increasing. So there is no specific reason for SUV.
Yeah.
Okay, the demand of SUV is already increasing. So the company expects the strong demand to remain maintained, and it has also given a guidance of 10% growth in the domestic volume.
Yes.
Right.
For financial
So
year
this is all you
25.
could have. So you could have all written this. Huh? Right. So you have got, see now for financial models, you have also got one data point that the domestic volume, they are only saying that it will grow by 10%. So when you say, na, sir, how much, what is the assumption that we should take? This is the assumption that they have already given. So why you want to take your own assumption? Guidance they have already given.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Acha, now when they say that it has will increase the 10%, the question comes, how are they able to make it 10%? How are they expecting to increase? How? So it has already 130,000, 130,000 order book pending. They have also commissioned plants in Kharkhoda, which is 240,000, 250,000 units, with Hasanpur in Gujarat at 250,000 units. The total, obviously, it means the total capacity has increased by 500,000 units. Currently, the total capacity stood at 2.19 million, that is 29 lakh units.
Yeah.
This is how they are expected to, the added capacity expected to grow both in domestic and the export market.
Yeah.
But one by one. So many data points you have spoken on.
Yeah.
And the export part. Export also they have given. What led to the export? The export grew because of its presence across, it has now present in 120 nations, helped offset the regional disruption. Key export growth markets include South Africa, Japan, and Europe.
Yeah.
And now Maruti contributes almost 55% to the entire country's 55% vehicle exports.
Yeah.
See how many points I have told now? You have not written all those points.
Yes.
Okay. So data, focus on the data points and the reasons around it.
Okay.
Why? Okay. Always.
Yes.
Because your second paragraph or third paragraph, there is, now when you told about the second paragraph, the GST collection, fine. That could have written at the end because that is not part of Maruti, right?
Yes.
The GST collection, India, that is not a part of Maruti.
Industry overview. Yeah.
So it will come at the end. So that is how you end your newsletters.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you want to speak of? The industry may be aisa ho raha hai. These things are happening in the industry.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it. Right. This is how you become. As from tomorrow, we will open everyone. I want those who are speaking, the camera should be on because I don't want you to look and read. I just want you to present it as if you know the company. This is your company. You can only look for the data points. And that should also be memorized. 2.9 million is the capacity for Maruti, should be memorized by everyone. The 29 lakhs is the capacity which Maruti total has. And there are two plants, Kharkhoda and Haryana, which adds the 5 lakh units, 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 50. Currently, it has an order book pending of 1 lakh. So these other numbers should be remembered for longer time. Because this is where the analysts or the interviewers, they want you to remember this kind of thing. That they're like, okay, P&L balance sheet cash flows, everyone knows. Every time guys knows what is the Maruti's profit, what is the Maruti sales, what are the EBITDA margins, PAT. You don't grow by just telling the financial statement. You grow by understanding which is not there in the financial statement. You get so much of data in the newspaper. That is why newspaper reading, I am doing it from the last 10 years, and it has helped me grow at a very, I will say, the reason I became, I will not say successful as such with compared to my friends, but I excel a bit because I was mad about reading newspapers. They used to not. As I said, I used to get up at 4 a.m. just to have that 1 hour extra in my life, because 5:30, 6 to everyone gets up. Today also, if you have seen, I have messaged at 5 a.m. So obviously, with before that, I had done my exercise and all. I was ready to read the newspaper. And after reading, I have sent in the group. So that extra hour is very much important in your life to go ahead than others. That is how I have excelled my colleagues who were CA, CFA, who were rankers, who were from good MBA colleges. This is how I excel them. Though I was not good at English, I was not good at presenting. But when someone used to speak to me, I knew that what I'm talking about. Because in interviews, when you client facing role, they don't care about your degree. They don't care which college you belong to. They don't care how many marks you scored. They belong, give me data point. I do not care where you come from. Because with my manager was a CA-CFA. First attempt clear, very brilliant guy. 2 years younger to me. 2 years younger to me, very good at English, very powerful. I used to get embarrassed while talking in English with him. Many used to say, Rishabh, tu gaon se aaya hai. He was like that. You don't even know how to speak in English. But then I excel him because of that extra hour that I put to improve myself. So when you are not good at it, you have to put that extra hour. If he's sleeping for 8 hours, you have to cut your sleep at least to 6 hours. That 1-2 hours, whatever I have to get in the morning, I try to excel it. Today also I do the same thing. Same thing today. I'm doing it for the last so many years. Yeah, it is difficult. You cannot get up at 4 a.m. every day. You have to sleep at 9, 10, possibly to get up at 4 a.m. every day. But still 4, 5 is still fine. But when it's 6, 6:37, everyone, you are in the same race where everyone others are. Okay. Yeah, Abhishek.
I have a question on the Maruti point. Ritik.
Yeah, Ritik. So,
It was mentioned that Karkora Haryana plant capacity is around 2.5 lakhs, but when I the website, it was around 5 lakhs.
no, it is addition they have said.
So
No,
is it
added.
like they are two? Okay, so they are adding 2.5 lakhs. Okay.
ऐसा हो सकता है. Might be possible. Huh? These additions have increased annual so capital.
Sir, it is like the company has around 2.4 millions of capacity earlier to adding these two capacity, one the Hansalpur plant where they have manufactured the commercial vehicle, and other is in the Kharkhoda plant where they have manufacturing the passenger vehicle. They have also disclosed this in the con call.
On call. Okay, fine. होगा. Yes. और सुनने के न्यूज़ नहीं लिखा आज?
Actually, sir, I have read the newspapers, but I am preparing the report. That is why I am unable to write it. And the thing is that I have read these M&M thing and the Maruti Suzuki in their con call, so I thought it is bit older.
Abhishek? Yes.
Yes, sir. So I have written an article on Maruti Suzuki.
Sorry.
So Maruti Suzuki's car volumes are up by 29.5% to 683K units Q1 YOY. Sir, I have written the figure wrong, sorry. Strong sales continue to do better because of good product mix, launch pipeline, and 5% increase in realization, which I believe is 5% more average ticket price of the vehicles than previous year. The target market for the company is middle income households, which include salaried people and small business owners. They are also getting benefited by the GST cut. Exports are up by 28.6% YOY to roughly 125K units despite war and geopolitical turmoils, but the company is facing commodity pressure and high employee costs, which have impacted the margins by 340 bps. I believe the stock will continue to perform well in terms of sales, volumes, and exports as the conditions are in favor, but margins are at risk due to price sensitive customer base and not so strong pricing powers.
Okay. अच्छा अभिषेक, when you send me your news, थोड़ा स्पेस दो न्यूज में यार. 3 लाइन के बाद स्पेस दो. It should look like you are, giving to a professional guy.
Trust.
ये ऐसा लगता है तुमने बस कॉपी पेस्ट करके भेज दिया. हेडिंग होने चाहिए उसको एवरी पैराग्राफ. पॉसिबली यू शुड हैव अ गुड हेडिंग. तुम्हारा हेडिंग किधर है वो नहीं समझ रहा है मुझे. किधर है पूरे इसमें हेडिंग ही नहीं है तुम्हारे पूरे आर्टिकल में.
So for spacing, like after every one paragraph.
Let me send you again.
Yes, sir.
See now, when you say Maruti car volumes are up 29.5%, 29.5%, 29.3%, okay, to 682,000 units year on year. Okay, why it was increased? Why did it increase? Led by export and domestic market.
Yes, sir.
That could have been the heading. Okay.
Okay.
Then you said strong sales continue due to the strong sales continue. क्यों हुआ यार? Strong sales. Wait out. So now sales. Do you have the sales number over here? Sales number, because when you talk about realization is something different.
Sir, I searched in the internet, so they were saying that sales is
See,
volume into average
volume into
price.
price.
Yeah.
Right. See, now my question is, इतना सब data था, तुमने इतना सब data miss. Why did you miss so much data in the news article? क्यों नहीं है तुम्हारे data? Even for that, and Prachi, you also missed that 5% increase in the pricing. Because, see, I am hiring you to collect all the data points and present me. Okay. The purpose of me hiring you is that because I don't have this news, I don't have the time to read this news. I want you to read this news and tell me कि ये न्यूज में what was it news and how it is impacting the Maruti. तुमको वो न्यूज छोटा नहीं करना है just because I have told you to write 3 paragraphs. Data points है तो you should not miss any of the data points. बाकी दुनिया भर की जो छोड़ दो, stock will continue to outperform. You don't have to give your verdict on it. You have to just give me the conclusion. You don't have to say stock will perform well. You are not expertise yet to talk about stocks. You have to just talk about the growth perspective, where it will grow and why. So stock price, you never talk about stock price. Okay. Whenever you say the company will grow, it is always the sales or the profits. If the sales and the profits grow, stock price will automatically move. So you always have to talk on the sales and the profitability.
Sir, I want to add one more thing in this news is that the pending order has reduced sequentially. The pending order last quarter was 1,60,000, but in this quarter it is reduced by 1,30,000.
Okay.
Reduced to 1,30,000.
Okay. I think I have also read in some of the articles that it has that very low inventories is there for Maruti.
Yes, it is
So that
around
is why
16 days. Yeah, it is around 14,
14
days
days.
inventory.
30
Yeah, and that has led to increase in the waiting time of the cars.
Yes.
That is quite
Yes.
frustrating for the buyers. It has
Yes,
happened.
but to cope up this, they have because there is some supply
Ramping up,
side disruption, so they have reduced their supply settlement cycle to 1 month instead of 3 months.
Like, instead of 3 months. Yes, I read it somewhere. कोई तो
That
article में था.
sir, it
I
is
think in
also in
Economic
the
Times.
con call.
It
Con
was in the
calls.
con call, sir.
Yeah,
Acha, okay.
and they
Okay.
have also said that this is the reason. That is why their profitability impact due to settlement cycle shorten. It will lead to higher price for this quarter.
Led to higher price. No, why I feel led to higher price? Sorry, I
As
didn't get
the
you.
as the prices are rising, commodity prices are rising, but on overall in the 3 month settlement period, they are average out once they are rises and then they are fallen. But now the settlement cycle revert back to 1 month. So like in this month, around one. I didn't remember the exact amount, but I think $1,500 aluminum cost is raises to from 1,500 to
Prices.
2,500.
200. Okay. Okay,
So
that
that
is
is
why.
why,
Okay.
yeah. And also they have said other than aluminum, steel and rubber price also going to rise in this quarter.
हाँ, I also read it. आज आर्टिकल में था कोई तो Economic Times में था. But, written about the prices increase and all. Fine. That is why. That is also a problem that I have seen that it might lead to disruption in sales for Maruti. Though if
Yes,
the
yes.
order is pending, but people will not like. I personally don't like waiting, so many 1 month for a car like Maruti. Okay.
Yes.
Like if I go to the showroom and I want a car, let's say if it's my birthday next month, if it's Diwali next month, so I want the car. No one will wait after Diwali to get the car, or if it's in some auspicious day. There was one more news on Bank of Maharashtra, which has reduced the home rates to 7%, which is the lowest, and they are giving some offers for that. Bank of Maharashtra, and even the car loans are between 7.25%. It is the lowest ever in the industry. So that's a sign that should look at from the auto industry point of view as well. That if the one bank has done, so others might also do. 7.25, right? It is like that low. That might hardly anything. The car loan is at 9 to 10%. 7% is way too low. And if Bank of Maharashtra has done, possibly other banks might also do. Not that low. At least they will reduce it. It's there in some of the article where I was market. I forgot to take the pen.
It is.
Okay.
It is just double. It is just like it is very good for the buyer because some banks like small finance bank are giving 7-8% return, so one can invest 7-8% to the SFB small finance banks and then going to borrow money from the Bank of Maharashtra.
Bank of Maharashtra. Yes.
And they also waive off the processing fees.
They also
Yes.
the problem case.
Yeah,
Yes. Right. And some monsoon offer is going on. Okay. Fine. This was in the Economic Times brand. The car makers observe commodity shocks to keep productions on track. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Saurabh?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sorry, sir. I have a few doubts besides this activity. So, should I keep right when you are hearing, or should I keep at the last of the session?
You'll keep at the last one. There's other speaker.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Akshay.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, sir, my news is about Maruti. So, Maruti has recorded a sale of 683,000 units of sales in Q1.
No, it is
And
always
this is,
increased. Akshay, it is always you talk about Maruti sales increase 39% or 29% to 8,000. Because when you say sales reported 8,000, it doesn't make sense that it increase or decrease.
Okay.
Always start with percentage.
Okay. So the sales was up by 29.3% year on year, which is 683 K units due to the GST relaxations and the repo rates. The hatchback segment saw a 34% increase, and the utility vehicle segment also saw a 44.6% increase in demand. And the net sales for Maruti also grew by 35.9% year on year. And there was a realization.
How much was the number? Sorry, how much was the percent?
35.9%.
35.9. Okay. Okay.
Yes. And the There was a 5% realization, also like increase in realization of sales. And Maruti also added like into its market share, like 230 bips to its market share year-on-year basis to 41.2%. Despite having 130K units of order backlog, still they managed to do that, and they weren't able to fulfill this, even though they have increased their production capacity in the Kharkhoda and the Halsapur plants to 2.9 million units, but they still have some order backlogs. And next is they also are facing some challenges with the operating margins due to an increase of there was a contraction, decrease in about 380 bips year on year to 8.2, which has decreased due to inflation in the commodity market and an increase in the employee expenses. Looking at this, the sell side analyst communities have reduced their projections for the coming quarters, and they are expecting the margins to reduce even though the sales are increasing.
Yeah. Okay. So good one, Akshay. Now here we can improve a bit on the communication part. Okay. Now since you're presenting it for the first time, though, you have to present it very quick. You cannot be that slow while presenting it. Now, when you started, so there was I noticed that you spoke a lot of time also. इतने 3-4 बार you added that. So it should not happen like that. You said about the 130,000 units. Now this was suddenly you spoke on this. There were no reasons or nothing aligning with that number. That currently it is at the order book is 130,000 units. You suddenly spoke it from somewhere between. I think you just recollected that this also data point was there that you forgot to mention.
So actually,
so when you talk about
yes, sir.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I started like from the net sales, and then I got to the order backlogs part.
So when you talked about the increase in sales, so it was like 29% increase. So we have, when you talk about 29% increase, so usually it is domestic and exports. Okay.
Yes.
So domestic grew because of GST, and in that small cars because of GST, small car segment grew, and utility grew by 44%. Okay. In exports, you missed out. That exports, what happened? Exports also increased, where the key markets were South Africa, Japan, and Europe. Now export contributes 55% of the Maruti contributes entirely 55% of the export sales. Okay.
Yes.
Now, when you talk about sales, correct, you sales jumped 39.5%. This was also led by, since you talked about the volume, this was also led by 5% increase in the realization. Could have been added that. You told two different points on that. Okay. Like sales jumped, then you stopped, and then you talked about the 5% increase. Okay. So it could have been in one line.
Yes, sir.
Now you had said that the Maruti, you can say that since you talk about sales, the Maruti has given a 10% guidance. Maruti's management has given a strong 10% guidance for FY27. So how are they achieving? So currently they have 130,000 order book, which is already pending. They have started 2 new plants. Currently now the capacity starts at 2.9 million units. Okay. Then this is like over, done. Now you come sir on the cost part. So you can always add this sir on the cost part now. What our analyst is expecting that because of this increase, the profit and margin have declined and is offset because of whatever you said in that. That could have been here where you ended your presentation.
Yes.
Okay. So that could have been a better way of presenting, nothing else.
So I'll work upon the structure.
The fluency. Structure and the fluency. So when you speak it 1-2 times, that time you get confidence of speaking it.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you speak, possibly you should not look at your article.
Yes.
Structure should be in that way that when you write it, spend let's say 1 hour writing it, It should not take less than now 5 minutes to present it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good luck. That's all respect.
Thank you.
Yeah, Asif. Asif.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Asif, you are.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I came up with three newses today. One is about Mahindra and Mahindra, and two other newses are about Maruti Suzuki, and the last one is about the import duty on the trucks that is going to be in place soon.
Okay, so Asif,
sir,
will you talk about the last one? Because I think
yeah,
two news we have covered, Maruti and this, so better to
yes,
give
sir.
third news. Yeah.
The Ministry of Heavy Industries have advised the Department of Revenue to increase the import duty. That is 10% now, but they advised to increase it to 40%. It is mainly because to reduce the foreign dumping of vehicles in India. In last half of FY26, roughly 400 electric trucks were imported from China and 100 from Europe. Due to the cost advantage of China on batteries, they are earning more. They are pricing less on the electric trucks. That gives them 40 to 50% price advantage over domestic players. So the Indian heavy duty electric segment is projected to reach 1.23 billion by FY23, growing at 55% CAGR. And if the duties are not raised, the imports could rise by 1,000 to 3,000 units by 2027, capturing an 20 to 25% market share of the domestic. So to prevent that, the Ministry of Heavy Industries advised this.
So,
sir, and to the end, can I add my analysis, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the electric truck segment is in early growth stage in India. So doing this kind of regulatory actions early will definitely give a boost to domestic industry players like Ashok Leyland, Mahindra and Mahindra. So on electric truck segment, I think their volumes and margins will be improving in the upcoming financial years.
But now, Asif, now which companies are a part of this? Which companies are listed? Who makes electric trucks in India? Who are or who are trying to make?
Tata Motors commercial vehicle is the market leader in electric truck as of now. But on Mahindra and Ashok Leyland is trying to make as efficient as vehicles as Tata Motors. They are trying now. But as of now, Tata Motors is the leader.
So you should say that this news will benefit Tata Motors as they are the market leader in making EVs. So in that, at the end of your article, you should have written about the stock pricing. Tata Motors commercial vehicle is separately listed. Okay, Mahindra is M&M. You should have written it in at the end of your article.
Yes, sir. I thought this is a sector-wise news. So
even if sector you have to see. Now question is, why are you telling me this? Because even I should understand that it will impact Tata Motors. Though I know it, but what if I do not know about it? Even Ashok Leyland, as they have also mentioned Ashok Leyland. Oh yeah. Ashok Leyland players are invested in developing manufacturing electric players. So that is why today Tata Motors commercial vehicles, Ashok Leyland were also up. This was one of the reasons. It was up
yes,
today.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is how you end up your news. But at the end, even if you talk about industry news, you should talk about which companies will benefit or which companies will not.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So opinion about my presentation.
Since there was no data points in this news, you have to, okay, as of now, it's fine. Nothing to speak out because there was nothing much on it. Majority others have, so the news that you have written, you have to improve, how others have written about Mahindra and Maruti.
Okay, sir.
Okay. This was fine. This was fine. There was nothing much to talk on it. So you should,
Sir,
again, be more fluent while speaking. How I am speaking, to be confident about speaking. You should speak as if you are not reading the article, you are just conversing with me.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I add 2 more points about Mahindra and Maruti news?
What?
So in Mahindra electric SUV news, I think one important point is missed out. Out of 2.9 billion PBIT, 170 million of contract manufacturing income is included.
Correct.
PBIT
PBIT,
margin.
yes.
Yeah, the EBITDA margins decreased quarter on quarter, but by 40 basis points, but the PBIT margins expanded by 20 basis points. That is mainly because of this contract manufacturing income.
Okay. Good point.
So and other thing is Mahindra is planning to launch a sub 4 meter electric SUV that is named Vision S, I think. They are in the testing phase. Currently, Tata Motors is the market leader of that sub 4 meter electric SUV segment, mainly dominated by Tata Nexon and Tata Punch. But
Yes.
when they came up with a good model, like a trendy model, like they have launched 9E or 9S, if they were able to capture the market share, I think their segment revenue will further more improve and their margins will further expand in the electric SUV segment.
Yes. Mahindra has turned profitable. Tata has not turned profitable yet. That's a good sign for Mahindra. The electric business is then profitable, and EBIT margin is something around 5.8%. No, how much was it?
Yes, sir.
Something around
Last
how much was it? 5% maybe written. 5.6% something. You can just divide it, the revenue divided by the fact. Fine. Yeah, Ritesh?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I found out the reason why 6 to 7 seaters vehicles were doing great. So will it be okay if I cover that?
Go ahead.
So the reason being, when I was looking at the date of the launch date, only BYD E-Max was present there in 2024, and most of the cars were launched in 2025, and their delivery were in 2026. Like the Mahindra XUV 9S was launched in 2025, and it started delivery in January 2026. Kia Carens also launched in 2025. Then Tata Safari is yet to launch their EV variant. So the reason being that there is a huge growth in this segment was because it was still a new segment, and there were customers, but there were not many companies who were producing these products.
Correct. Good one. Yes, possibly. Because there is no other product only which is available in that segment. But now what has happened is that, Ritesh, because of this growth, other companies have also started to come up. So it might be a negative for Mahindra. The growth that they had enjoying, it might taper out. That is what we can analyze from this news. Because Maruti will be launching 3 cars. My Tata Motor is also coming on 7-seater. MG has come. So this can also be a negative, not negative, but a thing to look at. So you can say that a Mahindra will not have the same growth going ahead because this will have competition from other players as well. Now then we have to see whether the other car launch are actually good or not. Maruti. And you have also mentioned that it is something around the average price was around 2.5 million, 25 lakhs. And there is no other car in that segment as well. That is also one of the reasons. Right. So what I feel it is not just the 6 and 7-seater problem. It is about the premiumization. Okay. When I went to the showroom, so I went every month I go to the showrooms, all electric or maybe auto showrooms. What I found at that, see, I am, let's say, earning 50 lakhs a year. Do you think I will buy a Tata Punch if I want to buy an electric car?
No, sir.
No, I will not buy an electric. Not even I will buy a Nexon. Now I want to buy some premium car. Okay, so premium car, it will go directly to the luxury segment. Okay. In that luxury segment, I don't want to spend 1 crore on a car. Okay. Now I want a car which is good, which is which looks good, and which is premium. So in that segment, because my salary has increased, my income has increased, I am not liking Punch and Nexon. I want a premium car, and there was no other car available in that segment. You see today also, which are the cars available in the 30 lakh segment? There's no other car, electric car, which is available. So
Yes,
ideally,
sir.
I feel personally that it is not that 6 and 7-seaters are growing in India. It is just there was no other premium product in that. That is why XUV 700 grew. So there is nothing to do with 6 or 7-seater. I personally feel that. It's just in the news, so fine, because it is the only car which is available in the 6 and 7-seater in the 30 lakh segment. There is also,
Yes, sir.
so what I have seen there. So what happened when I went to this? So my brother has purchased the XUV, the electric one. Sorry, the ICE variant. So I went to the showroom to find, let's say if I want to buy a EV, I was planning to buy a 30 lakhs EV. So I had no other option than Mahindra. So I like the XUV, that XUV 9E, which is the coupe type version. But you know what I found there? In that coupe type version, few features are missing from XUV 700. Sorry, XUV 9ES. And 9S is the electric variant. Some features are missing, like you can, there was something called power seats. So power seats both in 9, the coupe variant, there was no power seat, but in the XUV 900, there were, the 7-seater one, it was available there. The features were more in the S variant than the E variant, than the coupe variant. That is also the reason that it has increased. You just go and find it. If you have time, then just go and find the 2 cars. You will definitely like this, the 7-seater one. Though I don't have to do. See, my family is only me and my wife, my parents. We only 4 people. I don't want to buy a 7-seater, 6-seater car. But then I will take that, the last 2 seats will be taken as a boot space whenever I go for a long drive. So it is ideally not 6, and the family part, I feel it is not correct. But if I want, let's say I have to set my cousins or for a short drive, I can still have a people to sit on the 7-seater. So why will I prefer the coupe version? I will prefer the 7 version because I am getting more feature in that. Plus I'm getting an extra space. So that was the criteria why this has grown. It is properly because of the product position. It has nothing to do with the 6 and the 7-seater. I personally feel so. This is what I have observed in the market. Because even I was ready to buy the 7-seater one, though it is not needed to.
Correct. So what you're trying to say, it's more about their pricing and not about the seatings.
Sitting. That is about the product position, that they have positioned the product in such a way that there is no other car which is available in that segment. And एक ही गाड़ी थी तो वो तो उसका sales तो बढ़ा. It's like that. So now 7-seater when Maruti comes, it will come with a car like Ertiga. And I have to see that actually people buy. Definitely it will come with a car like Ertiga. It will not come with a 30 lakh car. The more I know about Maruti, it is like they will only come with a car which is in the range of 15 to 20 lakh. They will not go beyond that. Okay. So this is a different way of analysis. When you talk with an experienced guy, this is where you get different kind. I'm not saying I'm right, but this is what I have observed in the market. This is called channel checks. That is why you have to go and always question the newspapers. That are they saying, because these people now, they write, these are journalists. They are not analyst people. Because they will write what they see. In one of the classes now, we were doing some analysis between Ertiga and the Kia, which car that? Kia Carens. Okay. No, sorry, XL6 and the Kia Carens. So what was this? The article said that XL6 is not doing good and Kia Carens is doing good. That was their purpose by writing in the newspaper. Now see, now when you buy that car, that Ertiga level, how many of you buy XL6 or how many XL6 do you see out? Kia Carens is also being sold to the fleet segment. So XL6 and Kia Carens has no direct comparison. It doesn't make that it should compare, because XL6 is specifically made for people who want a premium version over the Ertiga. But Ertiga sales are growing. Ertiga fleet segment is growing. People still buy Ertiga. Even the common people, the one who want to take it for passenger, for their domestic use, they also buy Ertiga only. XL6 is just if you have a lot of money, you spend that extra money to get the premium fleet. But Kia Carens and XL6 wasn't a comparison at all. But no, they have done it. And one of the students told me that, sir, the Kia Carens has doing good than XL6. And it is wrong to say that. It is not even comparable. Those cars are not comparable. The features are totally different. What XL6 gives and what Kia Carens give. Okay.
Sir, can I ask one doubt, sir?
Yeah. Sir.
Sir, yesterday, as we are talking about hotels, you told us that the premium segment is growing rapidly than the mid segment in the hotels. Like the same thing here in the auto industry, also the premium segment is growing. Do you think premiumization plays in every industry now because of the K-shaped recovery in the economy?
Yes. That's what Nasir Ritesh, Asif, if I have 50 lakhs of salary, will I buy a bunch?
No.
Simply not. Possibly not. Right. That is the same thing. Now, will I go and stay in a normal hotel? No. Will I go and buy normal clothes? 500,000 rupees clothes? No. I will buy 5,000 rupees. Will I buy a Titan watch? Do you think I will buy a Titan watch, or do you think I will buy a Fossil or maybe a premium brand? What do you think?
Same with the
it happens
coffee, sir.
everywhere. Same in the coffee. Definitely. Everything is a premiumization works everywhere. So it depends on the income. So that GDP income. So now what happens? Now you have to specify that which segment has the highest premiumization. And it should not be that premium that it cannot be affordable. Like I can buy afford a 50 lakh car, but I cannot afford a 5 crore car. Okay. So you cannot say the Rolls Royce will grow because income has increased. Itna nahi bada income. Okay. That is what we talk about. Now let's say you said about coffee. Okay, I might not drink in a normal tea stall. I will go into Starbucks and eat. But possibly I will not go to every time I will not go to Taj and drink coffee. Income. That is how you have to see which criteria is. So that also comes with all the news which is around you. It comes autos, it comes FMCG, it comes specifically about the clothes. It can come in housing. Now, premium housing will grow. I have a 50 lakh. Do you think I will buy a 1 lakh or maybe 1 crore house? I will stay in 1 BHK. No, I may not stay in 1 BHK. I will like a much bigger house. So there was one news also that premiumization today, the affordability is now reached from 1.5 to like 3 and 4 crores. There is no affordable. No builder wants to make affordable houses. 40, 50 lakh houses, no builder wants to make. That is a problem in India.
Yes,
that if
sir,
you make a affordable house, you will not get margins on that.
So I have read an article about the real estate some 2-3 days before that the premium segment of the real estate is growing much faster than the middle class segment.
Correct. You only think now middle class, as if we all are middle class now. You buy one flat, a middle class guy buy one flat, and you take a loan for 30 years.
Yes.
Correct. Do you think you will buy 4 or 5 flats?
No, sir. No.
Once you have bought
Definitely
a
not.
flat, it's done. And which your flat will be around 1 crore rupees. Right? Even I have the same thing. My parents were the same thing, 1 crore flat, and still paying off the rent, paying off the EMI. But people like Virat Kohli, he just now bought a flat of almost how much 28 crores to stay in Mumbai, or sorry, to stay in India for the preparation of the World Cup. This is what the money is. The money talks about.
Sir, highlighting on this point, hi Aniket this side. What
Yeah.
data do you basically refer to while you are saying that the luxury part is booming? Basically, they are leading lagging indicators, but the per capita income doesn't go up, but the luxury segment is growing like anything, and it doesn't reflect in the CPI or the per capita income.
Correct.
So how and like what are we supposed to do with that? Ki you are saying ki that is growing. Yeah, I got the point. Ki aviation is booming, the luxury hotel segment is moving, and the real estate part is booming. But what part? उसका आंकड़ा कैसे आप हम कर सकते हैं?
हाँ. So CPI है, but CPI as you rightly mentioned, it is a broad based index. सबका CPI इतना जल्दी नहीं बढ़ता because सबका salary इसमें आता है. Now why I'm talking on this is I have seen the companies. If you go and see annual report of IHCL, if you go and see annual report of Oberoi, the growth is happening. 10% say the RevPAR is increasing, occupancy is increasing, because I know Taj gives the minimum rent of a Taj room is around 15 to 20,000 and the occupancy is 80%, 80-90%. That's a huge thing. It cannot happen. Then the car sale. I track the Mercedes sales. But Mercedes के इतने sales कैसे बढ़ रहे हैं? Means people are spending money. लोगों के पास पैसा आ रहा है. That they have sold the highest ever Mercedes, the luxury sales in India were the highest. So I talk about the companies. I don't talk about on the economic point of view, because economic point of view you will never get that data point that you're asking for.
Sir, but
अभी जो
it
मैं बोल
can
रहा हूँ,
also be because of the credit या पैसा in the economy for right now ना. क्योंकि वो अगर we don't get the data कि Mercedes हमने credit पे लिया है या फिर all cash लिया है ऐसा कुछ.
अनिकेत, तुम 1 करोड़ की गाड़ी ले रहे हो, तुम्हारे पास पैसा होगा तभी तुमको 1 करोड़ का लोन मिलेगा. Just imagine, will you get a loan of 1 crore if you are earning 5 lakhs a year?
वैसे but still जैसा
नहीं
आपने
ना.
अभी 30 years की बात की, मतलब vehicle का
हाँ.
इतना 30 years तक we cannot exceed, that is a point. But तब
Hmm.
भी credit पे हो सकता है ना थोड़ा बहुत portion भी उसका.
So it doesn't matter ना, credit पे है तो. The entire US economy works on credit. But credit भी people जब मिलता है when you are eligible for the credit card, no? Let's say I am having a desire to buy a flat in or maybe a duplex, 10,000 square feet. है क्या? Can I pay that amount EMI? मुझे लेनी है रोल्स रॉयस लेनी है, चलो मुझे क्रेडिट अवेलेबल है ना. अनिकेत, कैन यू बाय रोल्स रॉयस? है ना, क्रेडिट अवेलेबल है, जाओ लेके आओ. Will you get?
Right, sir.
So credit, it's fine. It is fine na, if you get on credit. See, in finance, though, Aniket, you will understand while making models, and we say that debt portion should be high. Itna bhi high nahi, but higher debt reduces the WACC. Why debt is preferred?
Because
Debt
cost
is
of
preferred
equity is
because
basically right.
cost of equity is higher. खुद का पैसा डाल के buy ही नहीं करना चाहिए पहली बात तो.
जी.
If you are buying a luxury flat, a luxury car, you should not spend your own money. You should take on credit. And credit तभी मिलेगा when you are capable of getting that credit.
So at what point फिर हम लोग को ये लगने लगेगा कि लेमन ब्रदर्स वाला इशू नहीं आएगा इसमें, कि it won't, the people
See,
won't.
Lehman Brothers though was actually a scam. Lehman Brothers, what happened? The prices inflated. Inflate हो गया prices.
Okay.
So that was not a scam, I will say, but suddenly such kind of increase is not what is desirable. But इतना increase, price increase was unexceptional. मतलब you cannot say, अगर today also if I say ना, Aniket, if the Nifty goes from let's say 24,500 to suddenly 30,000 in 1 month, definitely there is something which is happening. इतना हो ही नहीं सकता. It's like that. So then you have to do more scrutiny on it. That exactly what is happening. इतना demand आ कहाँ से रहा?
सर मैंने
Demand
एक
should
न्यूज
be
पढ़ा
around
था
the economy.
एक न्यूज पढ़ा था बजाज फाइनेंस पोस्टेड हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट
Yes, sir. With these growing NBFCs, that is a question. Ki where are we getting?
NBFC definitely. I don't have a single stock of NBFC in my portfolio. I don't believe NBFCs. ऐसा है क्या करते पता नहीं है लोग. Default at some point in time.
So they even had an like tie up with my dentist. उनका इतने छोटे से लेके एक रियल एस्टेट तक का बहुत ज्यादा उनका ये मार्केट शेयर है कि वो किसी पे भी क्रेडिट देने को रेडी है.
Correct. So it's a risk. So if you don't understand an industry and if you don't understand, तो risky है. मैं तो छोड़ ही देता हूँ. समझता नहीं है तो. I do not even go and deep into understanding what is it. So yeah, I also do ground level research a lot. I see what is happening around my friends and family, which has same kind of income that I am earning. I have, even I talk with my mates. वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? लोग किधर खर्चा कर रहे हैं? I have a driver. I talk with him a lot. Where are you spending your money? So I understand that income group. I go to let's say colleges. Now colleges, when I go, I ask students as well. Where is the student spending? Where is the desire to spend? I ask the professors as well. Where are you spending? Because obviously the professors are of my level. Some are of my level. Some are junior. Now the students who have been placed, I go and ask them, तुम कहाँ पे खर्चा कर रहे हो? And when I was an analyst, I used to go around with my friends and families. Definitely. I used to ask them every time, or I used to look at their spending habits. What are they doing? Now I will say, how the luxury part. I had a manager who was like 10 years elder to me. We were good friends. We were like good friends. Now suddenly after 5 years, after COVID, what happened? The market has increased. His salary is also increased. He took two jumps. He got promoted and etc. etc. Now he purchased a 4 crore flat in Mumbai. Okay. Recently he purchased. But a manager of his level, another friend of his at that level, he also purchased some 2-3 crore flat. And I realized that, when the salary is increasing, they are spending. And the salary has actually increased a lot in this kind of era, specifically in finance and IT people. Because after COVID, the salary increase was high, specifically in finance and IT. Other people are still struggling. I was talking to one of my dad's friend, dad's boss. Obviously, he was a junior. His age is like 50 years. Yesterday only I was talking to him. He said his salary was 1,50,000. I said, definitely he cannot buy a 4 crore house from that. सामने से मतलब मैंने पूछा नहीं था सैलरी कितना, बट सामने से बता दिया उसने. But I was doing some investment advisory from him. So I just understand what is your thought, what you want to buy. So from that buying and saving habit, I can understand what people are doing. Where is the industry looking like? So I have to specifically focus on the IT and the finance people. That उनके पास पैसा आ रहा है, and ये luxury cars जो है, this is startup founders. Basically that is why see a lot of startups, lot of fundings that you get. Newspaper पे आता रहता है, आज इसको funding मिला, उसको funding मिला. What they do? The point they get the funding, they buy a car. So funding भी अगर होता रहेगा, IPOs भी आते रहेंगे, तो yes, people money is flowing.
Do you really think this type of growth in luxury or premium segment is sustainable for a prolonged period?
Yes. There was an article which said that in the next 10 years in India, the millionaires in India, currently it is somewhere around 1,000 something. It will double or twice, 3 times. It was an article we have read in one of the newspaper. Why? Because of increase in the IPO, increase in startups, increase in funding. So if that happens, if the millionaires in India increases, then definitely the luxury will grow. And luxury will only grow. Rather, mass will not grow. Mass segment will not grow. Because Asif, if I ask you,
definitely growing because the Zaras and the Dior's are looking India as a broader market perspective.
Broader market.
क्योंकि US is already stagnated, तो वो इंडिया और ये सारी markets तो कर ही रहे हैं.
Emerging markets, yes, and they are. काफी आज भी था एक article में which says that the premium market is growing in India. So there was some article. I don't remember which article was it. Even if you say that a lot of new hotel, India, the growth is coming from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. You don't believe that. It is not the tier 1, metro cities. Tier 2, tier 3 cities people are becoming more richer than the metro city people because metro में the problem is high cost of living. So this is also happening in tier 2. Lot of luxury hotels are now starting in tier 2, tier 3 cities. Jaipur, see, it is highest 2 to 3 lakh rupees per night charges for an hotel room in Jaipur, in a city like Jaipur. Jaipur is said to be third tier 3 cities. And what is happening? People over there are spending huge money on weddings over there. They're staying in palaces rather. They don't want to stay in hotels. That kind of aura is happening in India currently. So I am very bullish on the luxury part. So entirely in my portfolio, apart from Maruti, I have all luxury cars, or sorry, not luxury, premium segment stocks in my portfolio. Whatever it is, premium, I buy that. I feel that, okay, this will grow from over here. Ather, guys, Ather bikes were of almost 1,80,000, whereas TVS is selling bike at 1 lakh and Ather is selling at 1,80,000. And still people are buying it. Why? Why you are not buying a legacy product and you are buying an Ather product? अभी ऐसा तुम तभी कर सकते जब तुम्हारे पास बहुत पैसा है. Agree? You buying a bike of a very random company which has just started, and you don't want to buy a bike of a legacy company like TVS and Hero. What does it indicate?
They sir got also the first mover advantage and Mahindra tie-up का Mahindra का name भी तो carry किया है हमने.
Mahindra का भी Ather नहीं था Mahindra.
Ather का सर Mahindra के साथ tie-up था ना. They invested 15 कितना तो उनने 15
Hero had
starting.
Hero had invested.
Okay,
Hero
sorry.
had invested.
My bad.
No, see, it is okay ना. Hero has invested, so what? उनके पास पैसा उन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया. It has nothing to do with Hero. Hero had invested as a strategic investment कि startup company है, okay, let's invest. हुआ तो ठीक है, वरना जाने दो. So like that. But the perspective is, why would people buy an Ather bike when you have a legacy company like TVS and which is expensiver than TVS and Hero? See that people are buying it, which shows that the because of the social media also people are coming to know about new cars, new bikes, new models, or maybe some premium products which are available in the market. And quick commerce has become easy. Influencing. People are buying even. That is why rural tier 2, tier 3 cities are majorly happening because of this Instagram or maybe social media hype. Infinitely.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Ritesh.
So, adding to your tier 2 and tier 3 city points, currently I'm working in a tier 3 city in a retail banking branch. So what I have seen here, that the people over here, the mostly MSMEs and farmers, they are getting money at very cheap cost. Especially farmers, they are getting money almost for free.
Correct.
So what are they spending on? For example, sir, I have a customer in my branch who earns 94 lakhs through his farms. His income is 94 lakhs through his farms, and that too he only has to work for 6 months.
Okay.
Okay. And what he's doing, he has a farm which grows wine grapes and sugarcane. He gets that money through KCC, Kisan Credit Card, which for which the bank charges 7% interest rate and the government repays bank the 4%. So the farmer is getting the money only for 3%.
3%.
Second thing, this money they can use in whatever way they can. For example, sir, if you are buying a house, I have to credit that amount into the builder's account. But through KCC, they can take cash. They can do whatever with that cash. They don't have to worry about. So this same person has started his transport company, and he has told me that he has used the amount from KCC, and there is no limit as of now. We start giving KCC loans from 5 lakhs to normal marginal farmer, and once their credit score grows, we give it up to 25 to 30 lakhs, and it can grow further based on their land acquisition. And that too, what is happening in Maharashtra, this farmer pays this loan for 4 years, and at the last year, like I have joined this bank, it's been only 1 month. Before I joined, the total NPAs was around 4 crore just for my branch, out of which 3.9 crore was through KCC. And this month it's totally zero. The reason being because of the elections.
Elections, yeah, sir. They
Yeah.
basically waive off
They
the loans
basically,
and all.
yes, the government basically clean off the whole KCC loans.
Sir, adding to this point, it's not always about the election, but it's like the government is waiving off their loans. Like back
Loan,
then,
yes.
when I
Yes.
was auditor in one of the like Maharashtra Gramin Bank, uh, the manager told me that this bank is created for the farmers to waive the loans.
And it's huge amount. Like they're earning from farms, they're getting loans at cheap, and they're also not giving out their not paying out their loans. The same
पूरा
thing is
एनालिस्ट
happening with
बनना, फार्मर
MSMEs
ही बन
also.
जाओ, फार्मर ही बन जाओ, एनालिस्ट छोड़ के इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक में जाना.
And
Actually,
उससे
sir,
sir,
better.
I have started looking at the farm price here. पहले जो 10-20 लाख रुपए एकड़ था, now it's 20-25 lakh rupees acre.
ले लो तुम भी वहां से लोन लेके फार्म लैंड, फार्मर बच्चों क्यों
also
आना
sir,
इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक.
they used to arrive at the bank branch in Fortuner and Scorpio to apply for loan waiver. And all the
Even BMW, sir. Even BMW.
I
In
haven't
India.
seen BMW and Fortuner.
And even farm income do not have any taxes also. The 94 lakhs will be all tax free, that you said, Ritesh.
Yes, sir.
Agri income is taxable, sir, to some extent.
Free, right? It is every income is not taxable.
It's like what they do, sir, is their father started farming, but he's the guy who is doing the farm. So he distribute his income throughout his family, like 5 acres for his father, 5 acres to his brother, 5 acres to his brother's wife, 5 acres to his own wife.
And
And that way they don't get any tax. They don't have to pay any
okay,
tax.
higher
And
divided. Okay,
each
they
one
divide.
of them has a different KCC account.
Thank you for telling me. I was plan this thing. I was not knowing this. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think you will continue this. Ritesh.
Also,
So, ध्यान रखना what happens in the tier 2 because yes, the demand will come. तुम कोई stock ढूंढ लेना वहां से क्या दिख रहा है तुमको वहां पे. Which are the products that have been selling in tier 2, tier 3 cities? Just have a
Yes, sir.
look around when you go out.
So currently,
sir,
what I'm looking here, that because there is no like income tax का cut हो गया. So most of the people who were using पहले cycles use करते थे. Most of the people are moving towards bike, and that too not normal bikes. They're moving to a premium bike. Like पहले
Premium
लोग
bikes.
Splendor, Shine खरीदते थे. Now they're moving towards
Hmm.
Royal Enfield.
Royal
Royal
Enfield,
Enfield
yes.
is like new Pulsar जो हर जगह पे दिखेंगे.
Oh, okay. हाँ ये I think Royal Enfield ने भी बोला था कि हमारा majority sales tier 2 cities से आता है,
Yes.
not from tier 1.
And even like I'm staying in tier 3 village near Pune, but वहां पे यहाँ पे लड़कियां भी रॉयल इनफील्ड चलाती है. लाइक आई हैवंट सीन, बहुत कम लोगों को
हाँ
मैंने देखा है मोपेड्स चलाते हुए. मोस्ट ऑफ देम राइड बाइक्स बिकॉज उनके घर पे बस एक या दो बाइक्स रहती है और वो रॉयल इनफील्ड रहते हैं.
observe this. Yes, will help to prepare your investment thesis. It's a good one, I think, Ritesh.
sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, can I ask my doubts? Like,
Yeah, go ahead. Stop, I think. So too late. Others can leave, guys. Others can leave. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow again. And please make this market tracker and send me as soon as you have done. Just send me a basic on the WhatsApp that हाँ मेरा market tracker हो गया. These are the stocks are up. These are stocks down. Take basic answers. That's it. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow. Thank you guys. Yes, sir.
sir, in like many a times in the articles in newspaper, there are the opinions from top management or some brokerage houses. Like they provide their expectations in the coming quarters or in the coming financial year. So, like their opinions, do they have any impact on the share price on the same day or the next day? And if yes, why shouldn't we add that thing into the newsletter?
No, see, opinion do not have any impact on the stock price because it is their personal opinion. Analysts have their personal opinion. So if it goes up, it's fine. See, it will never have. So there is something called consensus estimates that everyone is what they are estimating. But that comes only when there are result seasons. Normal scenario, if I'm estimating that it will grow by 15% as an HSBC analyst, so it's fine. It's okay. It has nothing to do with you. So you don't have to take the analysis.
I thought because it's coming from the top management of the company, so it might have impact on the share price.
No. Top management, it comes when they talk only about in the conference call that they are given a good highlight, given a good growth guidance. That only happens once then during the quarterly call, conference call. Rest all, it doesn't happen.
Right, sir. Also, sir,
See, because even if today you ask me, even if you ask me today, sir, what is your estimate? You know, I will say I will have 1,000 students in my batch. मैं तो कुछ भी बोलूँ ना, मुझे बस बात करना है.
Right, sir. But like you are an analyst, so I will value your opinions and and I will drive my stocks into the market. So, and public at large will start doing this just by listening to your opinion as an analyst. So I had this doubt.
No, it is not like that.
Oh,
Unless you will
right.
just value it. Okay, you will value say it is growing, so you will respect the decision. That's it.
Okay, sir. Also, sir, yesterday I had one conversation with someone regarding the con call of Maruti. So, like I had no answer to which like he asked me like after this con call, what was the impact on Nifty directly just after this con call has ended. So my question is like, how can I track? Like, how can I track this, or is there any standard procedure or any checklist to comply with to know what the exact impact in the Nifty just after the con calls?
So if it's a Nifty company, Maruti is a Nifty company, okay. So how much percentage weightage is given to Maruti in the Nifty?
So I have to write that first.
Let's say example I will tell you. Nifty has Maruti has 10% weightage, okay. Maruti ka stock, so Nifty is like 100 rupees and Maruti is 10 rupees. Okay, ऐसा है.
Right.
So Maruti 10% से बढ़ गया. Example. So कितना हुआ उसका 10 का 11 हुआ. Correct? और निफ्टी कितना था 100 रुपए 100 का 1 हुआ 101 हुआ तो कितना परसेंट ग्रोथ हुआ 1%. दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. तो ये निफ्टी पे ये इम्पैक्ट होगा. एक मारुति का स्टॉक इतना परसेंट से बढ़ा सो दिस विल बी इम्पैक्ट बिकॉज इट हैज दिस काइंड ऑफ वेटेज इन द मार्केट. So usually we talk about the auto sector as well. Auto in Nifty auto. What is the impact on Nifty auto? Nifty auto में शायद से Maruti must have a 20% impact. 20% 10% से बढ़ा तो तुम्हारा 2% ग्रोथ होगा. ऑटो सेक्टर ऑटो इंडेक्स विल ग्रो बाय 2%.
Right, sir. And this percentage should be in the terms of market cap or anything else?
Market cap. So weightage होते हैं, तुमको वो देखना है. It is not exactly market cap. तो तुमको समझ जाएगा. You have to Google it. तुम नहीं निकाल सकते weightage, but it's basically the market cap weightage. बहुत सारे calculations होते हैं उसमें.
Okay, sir. Sir, there are few terminologies I came across while reading the con calls. Sir, it said like the guided range, sequential basis, and the white space. Can you tell me what this is?
Sequential means Q on Q. Quarter on quarter. Last quarter से ये quarter. हाँ, तो sequential होता है.
And sir, guided range. In HUL's con call, they several times they said that the EBITDA will be in the guided range in the next quarter. So what's the guided range? I tried to ChatGPT, but ChatGPT was giving different answers.
नहीं, guided range वो लोग ने पहले की तरफ कभी दिया होगा. They must have given it before, and they said that it's the guided range. So you have to listen to the previous conference call as well. So if they have said that 12 to 14%, so that is they are talking about guided range. There is nothing different. There is not a terminology guided range. ये normal English है. I have guided 10% growth. So I will not say, I will say I had guided last year.
Right, sir.
ऐसे
And
Q4 में बोलते हैं हम लोग. Usually Q4 में you get the guidance for conference call.
so they are referring to the previous number in the
Previous
current.
conference. Yes.
Okay, sir. And sir, I have wrote the con call on HUL and Maruti recently. So, is there any format for to writing that report? Because I have written it as like in the manner in which I write the newsletters.
No, so yesterday we have spoken on the last class, Saturday, Sunday, Tata Consumer हमने बनाया ना report. That is what you need to make. No, we have done
TCPL.
last weekend. TCPL, yes, how we have made the conference call highlights report. That is how you need to write.
Sorry, sir,
reports,
I was not
quarterly
there.
Reports. So just go through it. Last sessions, Saturday, Sunday, I have told how to make an exact report.
Sure, sir. Also, sir, can I update on the LinkedIn regarding that I'm doing interning with you?
No, don't write it interning because till what happens, you write interning when you get a role. Okay, in your CV you write, but don't write on LinkedIn because it doesn't look good. Because what happens, people look at it as like you are doing intensive from what is the stipend, what are you getting over here. So till you are not confident of writing, don't write. I will tell you, no. Because what happens now, I have seen student just write intensive, and then people ask me, Rishabh, is he working with you? I said he has never contacted with me, he never talked with me. So I don't know what he's doing. He has just be enrolled for the course, he write intensive. So don't write it as of now. First start let's say this is a training one. So let's 1 month you get trained enough, you write reports, you write, and then you speak, okay, I was doing an intensive with Arcade.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.